She's here for you guys too. So moral of the story is bring her in on your opportunities. She's definitely a veteran who knows the business, who can get that deal closed. So without further ado.
Nailed it this thing. All right, I'm that person that has to read my stuff. So today I've got Ryan Kelly with me. He's our new He's our Vice President of Partner Development with BCN. He comes to us from NetWolves. He's been in the business probably as long as I have or more. I think he knows the MCI days. So he's been around for a long time. He's a great resource for anything that we have in development with any of our marketing materials, co-branding, anything that you want to go to market with, that you want to partner with BCN, we're here to help you guys out. Even something as simple as we've got the battle cards that we have laying out in front of you, the little small ones. If it's something that you guys want to co-brand with us, put your name on the back and your contact information, we'll manufacture those for you. PowerPoint presentations. Our marketing department is awesome. They're people that can actually take care of a lot of different things with co-branding and helping you with email blast and email listings and things like that. So just reach out to us and we'll let you know. So BCN. BCN is a non-facility based aggregator. We've got about 75 different relationships with carriers across the United States and international. I'm going to show you some of the new ones that we've brought on board, show you some of the key things that you can look for as far as what the opportunities are. The great thing about it is it's one bill, it's one billing platform. It's a portal that the agent can use down to the sub-agent level to see all of your accounts. You can toggle between them, you can see billing, you can do trouble tickets online for your customers. In addition to, the customers can also do that from a billing platform. There we go. So a little bit about BCN. We were founded in 1994. We're privately held, we're debt-free. That's huge. It's as most of the aggregator space. We are family managed. Our CEO of the company, which is Richard Bedrea, is the son of the founder of our company. Headquarters is in Morristown, New Jersey, and our operations center is in Boca Raton, Florida. We're referred to as a nationwide CLIC service provider in all 50 states. However, we do reach international locations through our partnerships with a lot of our ILICs. We're 100% channel focused. And what does that mean to you guys? We don't have a government entity. We do not have a direct sales force. From our CEO down, everything about the channel is what you guys need and our success. So we work really hard for you. Our sales support people, they know channel. They know agents. They know every one of you has a different way of doing business. They respect that, and they often will come, to listen to you guys and make sure that we're addressing your customers the way you want. And that goes right down into the project management level. Next one. So what do we put on a bill? This is the best thing. So I know you guys know all these products. Local pods. I mean, POTS lines are not gone. They're trying to make them go away, but they're not gone yet. And there's a lot of people making a lot of money on it. The best thing about it is we do a simple migration. I've had, accounts that have come over to us for 600 lines. We can do it so fast that we'll have that thing up and billing and paying to you guys in 60 days. So that's a simple migration type of a scenario. It doesn't always work whenever we're doing facility-based lines, but we'll help you with that. But the simple migrations where we're taking them AT&T, Verizon, CenturyLink, it's just a PON that goes out to the actual carrier, and we just take the billing over. There's nobody rolling out there. There's nobody actually doing any physical work at the locations. So don't leave that on the table. It's gravy. It's great money to make. DSL, of course. We still have DSL, and it's still riding over the copper lines. We do dry loop DSL, so it's not a shared line type of scenario that a lot of times you'll find with AT&T and CenturyLink. Toll free. I get a lot of toll free from you guys. I mean, it's It's just an easy way to make money. We have a storage fee of $5 per number, fair rates. I know AT&T and Verizon like to charge a lot on a per minute rate. So most of the time we're about 0.39 on toll free. So even if that piece is not, or the other piece, the voice piece is not coming to us, send the toll free our way. We'll absolutely work on it. We'll work on it on a transactional basis. Of course, the big buzz on the street lately has been the SD-WAN. And the SD-WAN works really well in the aggregator space because of the fact that we can actually go to individual providers, be that bandwidth hunter for you guys, find that ABF product, find that cable product, or find that DSL product, 4G wireless, fixed wireless. We're even dabbling in that at this particular point. So we can find those connectivities for you and be able to augment all of it onto one billing platform. You know, as a project, whenever I roll out an SD-WAN, and I'm working on one right now that's about 40 locations, things move around very quickly. And because we're nimble and able to find a backfill for actual broadband providers, it works out well because we're quick about putting in that substitute to avoid that SD-WAN deployment being, you know, slowed down or you know, not being able to go out at all. And we talk about SD-WANs also as a multi-location solution. And a lot of times, with like Star to Star, if you guys have your favorite, you know, hosted provider, if you want transactional one location SD-WAN deployments, we will do that. So there's no minimum, no maximum SD-WAN deployments. If you just want a bulletproof, you know, type of a service that's out there for your hosted provider to use, I mean, that they'll love that. If you have something that's going in that's a cable circuit, a DSL backup, and an SD-WAN deployment, I mean, it's something that's never going to go down. Private line. We're still doing point-to-points. I get quotes all the time for point-to-points. Somebody needs them, so we'll keep selling them. PRIs, like Dan had said, we're still doing TDM PRIs. I can do an MCI, it's like an MCI Verizon type of a PRI, and it's out of Verizon market. It's $385 all day long. We're still doing them. The IP PRIs, we can deliver those also, so we can do the transport. We can do SIP delivery on that. And then we also have the old Quasimodo, you know, dynamic T1s that we can sell through an Earthlink relationship. Security and network monitoring, you know, the thing about the security is it can be prem-based, it can be cloud-based. We bring a breadth of carriers to the table that, you know, allow us to do that. So we're going to bring the best of breed data providers. We can do the lower cost. We can do the best ones that have the best SLAs for you. You just need to tell us what you're looking for. Normally when we quote, and I do have a team that quotes for us, quite frequently they will quote lowest cost scenario. Any agent that prefers a specific carrier will go back. You know, sometimes it may be a difference of $20. They're just quoting the lowest cost provider. Network monitoring. So we've got the network monitoring with our SD-WAN. That particular portal will be available to the agent if they like. So that could kind of be a value add to you. We've got our Cradlepoint portal that we can do demos for you on. Also the same thing. You guys can, the 365 monitoring that we have is a little step up, kind of a white glove monitoring system that we have. And we will proactively open tickets, which we will notify the agent, we'll notify the customer, and then notify you, open the trouble tickets with the carriers, which we're electronically bonded with. Actually open the tickets, run it to conclusion, and then give you the notification once it's up and running. Let's see. All right, so let's look at the carriers. This is the big thing. Everybody's doing broadband, and it's so funny anymore, even with regular transport and DIA transport. I am seeing these broadband providers as fiber being the last mile. So, I mean, and we will provide that information for you at any point. If you want to know who the last mile provider is, it's either on it or we'll actually send it out to the carrier and find out exactly who it is. I'm seeing a lot of Spectrum, I'm seeing a lot of Comcast from AT&T, I'm seeing that from Verizon. So they're using these cable providers on fiber to get into the last mile. And that helps you make decisions whenever you're doing some type of like like an SD-WAN thing where you don't want them on the exact same networks in the exact same city. So of course we got the 3,000-pound gorillas in the room: Comcast, Spectrum, and Cox. We've got Altice, Cablevision, Suddenlink, Cable One, Mediacom, New Wave, WOW. In the DSL category and with ABF, we've got AT&T, CenturyLink, Verizon, Frontier, Consolidated. Consolidated is a great contract that we got just recently, a new procurement. So we've got their fiber in their specific areas. I've sold quite a few of them, I know that. GTT, Verizon Wireless, AT&T Wireless. Of course, we're on the cusp watching that 5G that's going to come out. We've done some training with Verizon on it. Wave East, these are our new ones. Wave East, which was formerly RCN, Wave West, and Wave Texas, which was formerly Grande. The newest thing that we just brought on board, and I don't think it's on here, is Atlantic Broadband. So that kind of gives us that little pocket of Atlantic Broadband up in Pennsylvania and on Miami Beach, of course. TELUS, that was a brand new relationship for us. So that's going to incorporate some Canadian DSL locations for you. And soon to come, they're going to give us the opportunity to do broadband through them with the cable providers in Canada. So what about some key differentiators with the SD-WAN? So apparently with what we have is the Velo Cloud. It's a great, it's version 3.0. Okay, wait a minute. I'll get it together here. I'll think about this in a minute. I'll be like, why didn't I say it that way? The ability to provide SD-WAN access from a single source. It's pure overlay. I think the big differentiator is that we can access and give you a static IP on the SD-WAN platform. And that's a big thing that we get from the Velo Cloud deployment. Managed equipment, so we've got a whole portfolio of different, scalable types of equipment, routers, modems, switches, things that actually can get deployed actually with the our hosted platforms. We have Yelink and Polycoms. Again, we went through the network monitoring and security. All right, so this is what I hear on the streets. The biggest thing my partners like to do business with us is we're easy to do business with. Once you establish an account with BCN, it's kind of handled like an MSA. When you want to add, move, do anything with the account itself, you can just simply send us an email. There's no more paperwork at that point. So once the account is onboarded, the agent can send us, hey, I need a new DSL at this location, I need a Comcast circuit at this location, and we're not making you sign paperwork every time you do it. It's just easy to do business with us. The accessibility and the response of the BCN team. I don't sleep. No, I'm just joking. I do sleep. But I do answer emails at 2 o'clock in the morning, it's been said. So it's easy to get a hold of me. I have 5 sales support folks in our back office that if I'm one of these events, they will get back to you immediately with any quotes that you need. Like I said, we're bandwidth hunters, so we're a good resource for any problem area that you have. I'm not going to make the $35,000 Comcast bill go away. That's still going to be there. Sometimes I'll see that. You guys will run it through the direct Comcast and it'll come back and you'll be like, oh, let's see if an aggregator will do it. It's still going to be there. They're still going to pin us with that, and we don't get any better discounts than you guys do. And then the quality of the BCN customer service support. So we've got a 365, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day repair team. We can put you guys on the emails if you don't want to go into the portal and actually look at the actual trouble ticket. They send out, they have SLAs as far as whenever they're going to reply, and they get updates out. Even if it's not an update, we're still working on this. It doesn't go down a rabbit hole. We take the time to make sure that you guys are getting the proper updates. So committed to the customer experience. And we actually have a vice president. She was our marketing VP, but that's what she does. She is part of our customer experience. She looks at our hold times. She's always looking at our repair department, our mean time to provisioning, our mean time to repair, and making sure that those are in line, that we're over exceeding the customer's expectations. And that's critical for us to be able to sell new things. I mean, nobody wants that problem customer. Nobody wants that customer that just is constantly on your phone. You want to be able to go out and sell the new stuff and bring the new things into us. We take good care of them. And I think these are some of our nice things that people said about us. So some of our major accounts, things that we're doing now is we've got a white glove concierge site service. We've got reps that we're actually assigning to accounts. That gives you a little time away from some certain customers, that just have like some back office questions, a credit for something small, something that needs adjusted on the billing, moves, adds, and changes. They have an actual direct rep with us that'll handle all those things for them. They'll handle any project coordination pieces, and those are custom designed. I like to have when people come to me and they're like, how do you do project coordination? And I'm like, every customer that I have has a different way of doing it. It depends on the agent, if they want to do the back office piece. A lot of them you bring to us and they're like, you guys do it, handle it, get it installed. Some of them want to be involved in it. Somebody wants to assign a project coordinator to it. Sometimes I never even speak to the customer, to be perfectly honest with you. So, I mean, it's having those calls, it's making sure that we're having as many calls as we need to have during the week that we're getting all the updates to the customer to get the thing installed as quickly as possible. Because at the end of the day, that's what everybody wants. They want to get paid, they want it installed. Additional point of escalations. I mean, this just kind of runs through what we have as far as our white glove service on the major accounts. So our portal, I think I already touched on this. I don't follow directions very well, do I? So our portal that we have for billing itself, and this is from an aggregation standpoint, we can build the accounts to have corporate, what we refer to as parent-child billing, and we can go as far as doing grandparent, parent, and then child billing. So that gives the customer the ability to toggle between child accounts and look at actual accesses or their trouble tickets and things like that within the portal, and we train them on it. So it's not something that you guys have to do. From a partner perspective, like I said before, it's awesome. I have my partners in there, they're back office people, they know the status of their orders sometimes before my sales support folks do. And they'll send an email going, hey, I see that this one completed, So as our provisioners come in, and that's another thing that we like to brag about, we have provisioners that are cross-trained, that are constantly working with other carriers, and making sure that they're proficient to be able to fill in for each other. They have 10 plus years in tenure out of our repair department and our provisioning team. They are phenomenal. They do an awesome job. And like I said, you can see everything that's in the portal. Nothing's blocked from you. So you guys see everything that's being ported over when it goes to bill and the billings that are going out to the customer.